Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. We're back in Cali. Woo! I'm really happy. It's still hot though. I mean, it's still pretty hot outside, but thank God we hightailed out of Arizona. Guys, I mean, wherever you are in the world, guys, I mean, I definitely will never pray this, even on my worst enemy, to be in 120-degree weather. That's just insane. 120 degrees is really hot, especially the desert type weather, and it bears down on you real hard. You get real tired very fast. Your eyes hurt when you drive. So I'm really glad we got out of there, but it's not like California is any better. It's still pretty hot out here, but it's not as hot as the desert. I'm glad I'm back. That's all I'm saying. And today we're going to talk about a special Troy D video collabo today. This was sent to me by my new friend who I've been watching him do his thing for a minute, and I've always been curious about this thing, and it's called the Aventus Frankenbatch. Okay, Aventus Frankenbatch. Look at this green label, beautiful, with a Frankenstein hands. He's coming out of the ground. He's not supposed to be coming out of the ground, but this is still pretty damn cool. Okay, Aventus Frankenbatch. This was sent to me by a friend of mine who is Michael. He is the guy that makes this stuff, and I've been watching this for a minute. This is basically a mixture of different Creed Aventus batches, especially the ones that you and I will probably not afford if we had to go one by one and purchase them one by one. There's a little bit of everything in this Aventus Frankenbatch. We're going to discuss the scent. We're going to discuss, why it was even made, and we're going to also, discuss performance. We're going to discuss where you can buy these. But I'm very, very excited to be talking about the Frankenbatch today. Let's hit the music, guys. Okay, we're back, guys. Aventus Frankenbatch. This is a specific mixture of 7 different batches. Okay, and I'm gonna post it right here so you guys can see that if you want to really nitpick the different batches here. They are from 2017 to 2020. Okay, and sometimes he does the earlier batches, sometimes he just mixes them all. Okay, but I'm going to talk about this specific batch. I believe this is batch 3 already in what he has done. Okay, Aventus Frankenbatch. Now this one right here is apparently is sometimes frowned upon by people in the Aventus community. I can understand that. I mean, if you're a real diehard of Aventus, you would really frown upon, mixing them. Like, why would you mix them, right? It's sort of like how sometimes layering perfumes is, sometimes it's frowned upon, but it's like, it's a great idea when you blend it. If you look at Dua, they'll do a blend and it smells great when they do that, right? So I wouldn't say, Aventus Frankenbatch is like, a bad idea. It's actually a pretty good idea. And if you watched my video on Aaron Terrence Hughes Alpha Man, I was saying this, that, when there's enthusiasm in the community, that's where I go. I love that stuff. And there's a lot of enthusiasm here. Everyone that's purchased the Frankenbatch from Michael has basically enjoyed it. It's nothing but positive reviews. So let's spray this bad boy real quickly. So the big deal about Frankenbatch is the batch variations, okay? Some people believe it, some don't. Some people think that in the end it's just Aventus, and some people will even say you're downright crazy to be, it's just in your head. Like you're just imagining that there are differences when you try these different batches. But then you have, the Aventus addicts, the Aventus groups, where, like, I was quite surprised to find out that there's actually a huge spreadsheet that the admins of those groups made, where you literally have every single batch with, like, every single, like, difference. Every single nuance is rated on those on that spreadsheet, and I was very, very impressed. And again, the thing is that, is there really a difference? Do you really see something so different that you would say, well, you know, I would purchase 4 or 5 bottles of the same fragrance Aventus, even if, you know, because they smell different. And that's quite interesting, no? Because Aventus is not cheap, you know. This specific Frankenbatch bottle is to me very affordable, considering the fact that, you know, for example, that 15R12 is about like what, $400-$500 or something like that. Some of these you know, bottles are 2017 could fetch up to $400, and then you have the 2021s, which sometimes they don't end up at discounters, so they still get sold at the premium price of like $400 at the Nordstroms. You know what I mean? So, you know, when we look at that, it's like, man, it is a costly affair to be chasing the different batch variations. But really, why is that? It's because there's this real crazy enigma about Creed, a huge mystery about Aventus that says, man, you know what, there are certain Aventus batches that are smokier. Some have more vanilla, some have more pineapple, right? Some are brighter, some are darker. So it's very interesting to go through that. But again, guys, just a, you know, word of caution, it is very costly to do so. Okay, like I'm glad that I'm able to split some of this stuff, because, you know, it can get very expensive chasing certain batches. I'm not even going to go into like the 2011, because somebody tried to sell that to me. It's very expensive. So anyways, let's look at this specific Franken Bat. The 2017 batches, which is basically, you know, more pineapple. It's got more pineapple, and it's supposedly brighter, okay, and more like it's fuller and brighter, okay, and that's what the 2017 is for. Expensive. And from my research, I found out that the 2017 ones are basically expensive. There, a lot of the Aventus guys are basically saying that the 2017 is like almost like the last of the Mohicans, the last of the quote unquote good batches, right? So again, I don't know what that means, but a lot of them do consider the 2017 and below as like the premium, the good batches, right? And you know, one thing that I've always wondered is that, does 2017 have more pineapple? You know, so when I sprayed this, when I tried wearing this, I mean, trust me, I tried to wear this a lot, you know, so I could get a really good, you know, hack of this one. This one really does open much, much fruitier. You can really tell because, you know, within a few seconds of the spray of this Frankenbatch, it's just a lot of pineapple. It's really a lot. It's more than usual, you know, because usually when you spray the other ones, I mean, I've tried 18B11 and even 15R12, there is a curve here. And remember that even from my past Creed Aventus videos, I've always said that Aventus, I never considered this to be a bright perfume, you know, and that's why you have Aventus cologne in the back. Never considered it as a bright perfume. I've always even considered it as a semi-formal perfume rather than a freshy, something bright, something you could wear like, oh, you know, it's hot outside, it's a good day to day. But this one here is much, much fruitier. It has like, I believe, you know, 3 2017 batches in there, so it hits you strong actually once you spray this with that bright pineapple. Okay, and what I like about this one too, because it has a huge amount, I think 30% or 40% of 2017 batches, this one, the pineapple lasts longer. Okay, so I know that you guys are pineapple fans of Aventus, but you guys know that it curves, right? You know, depending on what you're wearing, what batch, you know that it curves. This one gives you an extended dose of pineapple that you can really smell further rather than the usual Aventus. So I kind of like that one. And, you know, I like that I can enjoy the pineapple a little bit more. And it doesn't just curve easily into like smoke or vanilla. Okay, so again, 2017 batches cost a pretty penny. So, you know, again, you get to save some money because Michael gives you a taste of that in this Frankenbatch. So you get to save a few $100 right there. And also, the 2017 batches are known to last longer, okay, than the later batches of Aventus. Okay, and I can definitely confirm that. You will notice a longer lasting Aventus scent thanks to the 2017. And you do get a dose of that here as well. Okay, now as for the brightness, guys, I did compare the Frankenbatch to Aventus cologne. Now Aventus cologne doesn't have any pineapple. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it's more like the mandarin. However, this Frankenbatch has 30 or 40% 2019 to 2020 batches, which is basically known as the bright ones. They are the bright Aventus versions, okay? And I guess, you know, maybe the 2020s are made because in anticipation of the summer, longer summer, you know, and the heat, so maybe they made Aventus a little bit brighter, or maybe the older ones just age a certain way. But definitely the 2020 ones are brighter, and you will get a dose of that in the Franken Batch as well. Okay, so again, I never considered Aventus a bright fragrance, but this Franken Batch specifically, I consider it sort of like the Aventus cologne, you know, like purpose, but it's still Aventus, so I quite like that. Okay, now the weakness of the 2020 and 2019 is that the brightness is also fleeting. Okay, so that's one of those negatives that maybe the new batches have. So basically Michael added a 2018 batch in here as well. I believe it's called 18G01, or I don't know. He added an 2018 batch here that he says is basically, it has bright undertones. So when you have the bright undertones, then you have the bright top notes deal. You're gonna get bright overall and a little bit long lasting, so that's really great. I feel the brightness here, it's really great. Michael specifically for this batch, like, he didn't want smoke. Okay, he didn't want a lot of smoke here. And you know, previously I did review Tiziana Terenzi's Orion, which is like a ton of smoke and Aventus like scent, but this one has little to no smoke. Okay, it's really pineapple, and it does have vanilla, more vanilla, which comes from a 19S01 batch. Okay, so there's more vanilla in the mix, which is definitely nice. And because there's no smoke here, this is definitely one thing to wear in the summer. Just imagine, guys, right? Aventus, but more pineapple, more fruity pineapple, brighter and long lasting. Not long lasting like crazy long lasting, but more long lasting than the usual. Vanilla, less smoke. That's perfect for this summer season. Okay, I think that's perfect. I think it's balanced. I think it's my new, you know, Aventus cologne. Here go my Aventus cologne will just sit in the back right now because I get more pineapple out of this one, and the same type of purpose. Okay, so what do I like here too is that, you know, the price point, guys. Like, he actually, I mean, you know, obviously him getting the different batches, I mean, you know, he has his own ways. He has his own Facebook group, which I'll link below. That's the best way you can contact him if you want to buy this Frankenbatch. But you know, because he's able to get them different ways, you know, it controls the price point. I think it's just more expensive if the batch itself is more expensive, and there's different sizes. This, I believe, is a 30 mil. Okay, and he goes all the way up to 50 mil, okay, which is a lot of use, but this is like a 30 mil bottle right here. He goes, you know, he also sells like 5 and 10, so, you know, watch out for his Aventus Frankenbatches, because they really do differ in terms of what those batches are. And the cool thing about Michael is he actually explains them to you, you know, why he put in those certain batches. So he's not just like a crazy guy that you know, mixes things up just because. Okay, and also before I go, I want to show you actually, guys, you know, these videos of Michael mixing them together. It's pretty damn cool. Check it out. Okay, so that's it. Creed Aventus Frankenbatch. Really, really, absolutely cool. I can't wait to try out the other batches and actually review them once he makes them. So again, if you want to contact Michael, make sure you follow the Facebook group Waffle House. I'm gonna link it below. Find him there. His name's Michael Salazar, and he's so nice, good guy. I'm sure he can answer all your questions, or he can, you know, take reservations on the next Franken batch that he's gonna do. But again, what I really like here is it solves the enigma of batch variations. You know what I mean? Instead of literally going from bottle to bottle and smelling one by one and spending $400 each, like, this is such a cost-effective way of just saying, okay, this is more pineapple because 40% is more pineapple, and this is, you know, you got the brighter batches, so you get more bright. I'm sure if he added some smoke, it would be smokier, right? So it really answers a lot of things on the batch variations. I do like this idea. It's a really cool idea. I don't think this should be frowned upon whatsoever. It's really damn cool. And at the end of the day, it is still Aventus. So it's not like a clone of Aventus, or it's not like an inspiration of Aventus, which, by the way, I've smelled the Duo ones, and the Duos don't smell like Aventus, okay? It's an inspiration. This is the real one, though. So it's nothing to worry. You guys are going to have a lot of good times with these Franken batches, okay? So that's it, guys. If you like this video, and if you want me to do more Aventus, more Franken batch, hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, guys. I will not stop. I'll keep giving you the best stuff that I encounter all day, every day, okay? Thank you to all our subscribers, by the way. We just hit 3K. Now I'm really sure we hit 3K. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's only 8 months. We hit 3K. We're going to go all the way up to 10K and more, okay? And beyond. So thank you guys for being there always. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. God bless and take care.